So hey guys, welcome to Plugged In University. My name is Calvin Mackenzie. I go to Bournemouth University and I'm a first year studying computing. So today I'm going to be talking about what to take to university. So with this list, I kind of made a general item list, kind of like everything minimal, the minimal things you will need for university. And the reason I made this kind of basic was because depending on what university accommodation you go to will depend on what you should and shouldn't take. As some universities do actually give you some of the stuff some other universities don't, such as you might get an iron and Hoover, people who actually clean your accommodation for you. So make sure the first thing you do before you go to your accommodation or choose accommodation is check what they already give you. What you want to do then is mentally prepare for this step in your life. That's one thing that I know a lot of people didn't really talk about when it came to me going to university. University is a different ballgame. Although it's very fun and it's very independent, it's also very challenging trying to do everything by yourself. So you have to wake up by yourself, you have to go to school by yourself, there's no one looking after you. It's you do the work. Even teachers at school used to chase you up if you're not coming in, if you're not doing work. None of that happens at uni. If you're not doing work for a month or not coming in for 2 months, then maybe somebody might ask you, are you okay? But that's after a month or 2 months, and by then you're way behind. So prepare mentally for the next step in your life. Are you ready to live alone? Are you ready to cook, clean, get your food, take care of yourself, do things by yourself? If you're sick, look after yourself, etc, etc. Just basically be in a house by yourself with no one there. You obviously have your friends and family to call and text, but you're still there by yourself, and this is a big step. So making friends at university, this is something else you have to mentally prepare for. It's some people are naturally talented with just making friends and some people aren't. I was part of the people that weren't, so I kind of just put myself in the deep end. And the best way to make friends is join societies, go to events. Freshers Week, definitely go to. That's when you'll meet a lot of people, and just put yourself out there. It might not be as comfortable, but trust me, you will make friends, and friends are a big part of university. So friends could be the difference between you getting a first and a third, because they will literally tell you or help you with assignments or anything you want to do when you can't figure out by yourself. So check your flatmates. So we live in a world of social media. You're going to live in, let's say, for me it would be Dorchester House. That's where I lived in my first year. My flatmates actually made like a post or a group. I can't remember how they did it, and we ended up knowing each other before we went to university, so we can kind of get a feel for who we were living with for the next year. And I highly suggest it. Try and find out who you're living with so you can make that connection before you go to university and finally meet them. And last things last, the last thing you want to do to prepare mentally for university is check out all the videos on the channel. They will help you. Leave a comment and a like on every single one, and trust me, they will help you, prepare you for university. So let's get into this video. First things first, we're going to talk about documents. Take a passport or a driver's license. ID. You are going to university, you're going to need proof of your ID. There's no point in you saying it's at home. They need some proof. I suggest a driver's license, even if it's a learner, but a passport does work too. So just have one on you at all times. If you carry your passport, do not have it on you at all times, because if you lose your passport, you're kind of sticky situation. But if you have your driver's license, you can kind of order a new one, and at least you still have your passport. So yeah, carry some form of ID, because I know some other countries have different forms of ID, but carry some form of ID. Your national insurance number, NHS number, or your CV, that can all be carried online. I have mine on my document in a Word document, so just make sure you have it there just in case you might need it quickly. You never know what might happen, but at least you have it there. Bank account. So have your, well, obviously you have your bank account on your phone, but make sure you have a bank account, a student account, because you never know, it might help you. Because I know some students had to open an overdraft simply because of financial situations, but make sure you look at the best student account that's for you and get a student account. All your uni documents. So this is more pushing on the side of international students. When I first went into uni, I was surprised by when some students went up to kind of enroll, they were actually asked for their grades. So carry everything in anything you need for that's connected to your uni. If it's your accommodation letters of acceptance, your your university letters of acceptance, your visa, your GCSEs, your A levels, you don't know. It's better to have it all than to, obviously, for UK students, go home, or international students have to wait and go back and forward kind of trying to find it and everything. So carry anything, because you can always carry it home, but you can't always bring it for you on the first day. So just carry all your documents, because you never know. So that is all for documents. So basically it's just anything and anything to do with you and identifying you, and you come into the university, take it. So now we're going to get more into the room. So first things first, I'm gonna insert the video here of where I live. So I lived at Dorchester House for my first year, and it was in flat 1, so I was closest to the kitchen, and it was an ensuite. So I'm just making a little video. So as you can see, it was a pretty decently big room. It was all right. It got the job done. So first things first, bedroom, duvets, foam topper, pillows, all the stuff you need on your bed. Just carry stuff for your bed, and carry about 2 or 3 of them, because you don't know if you have time or you really have the money to wash all your clothes every single week, every single day. And obviously while you're washing one duvet, you want another one to sleep on. So I have 3 duvets that I got from Sainsbury's. You can get it from literally anywhere depending on price. I went all out when I went to uni, and I just spent too much money. So you don't need a high class amazing duvet, pillow, foam topper. You just need a good amount. So also don't forget your pillows. I have about 3 or 4, just like to sleep on pillows. Foam toppers, obviously you gotta foam top your bed. Lights, so this is more of a personal thing. I personally didn't carry lights myself, but I know I've gone into some rooms and it brings the room together, kind of like makes you feel at home when you carry some lights, to kind of LED lights, any type of light. So it'll make the room look nice. So posters and photos. So I have some photos of my family. It's just something to like kind of feel like you're at home, kind of like some pictures of maybe, I had some fun. As you saw in the video, I have like a Kratos from the game God of War poster. It's just things that you like. It's just, you're basically trying to make the room yours, trying to make it feel at home, like your second home. A rug / doormat. So I think that's needed, because obviously your room's small and it's way outside, you don't know where you've gone. So a rug / doormat could kind of make your room not as dirty. And also when you're having events in your room, or kind of have some friends over and you want to leave the door open, a rug doormat will keep it open, kind of just make, instead of you having to open and close the door. A bulletin board, dry erase board. So this is more for like, if you saw in the video, it was like the big white board I had. That's more for just writing notes, kind of just a big board to kind of write something on. This can be also done through a computer, a monitor, a TV. I prefer a whiteboard because I can rub it out quickly and just get up and quickly use it. So a mirror, depending on, again, the university you go to, you may need a mirror. You may want a small mirror if you're obviously doing something to your face, or something you need something to be more clear. But some universities, some will give you a mirror, some won't give you a mirror. So just check it out. And a medium-sized fan. So you need, this is very controversial. So you're not allowed a heater in your room, but does that mean you should not have a heater in your room? Officially, no. But there are heaters in the room. But for me, the heater wasn't up to my standards. So I used a heater in my room. The reason they tell you to not use a heater, I think, is because of fire. In case it causes a fire, obviously it's a small room, so anything can happen. And the last thing they want is something happening to a student. But I suggest, I have a video out to say what exact heater I use. It's a beautiful heater, gets the room very, very hot. I was sweating in my own room, and it cools down the room too, and it kind of has a medium setting if you just want it at room temperature. So yeah, carry a heater. It's especially during winter, because you don't know if your heater is going to want to give out. You don't know, because obviously you're relying on someone else's accommodation to provide for you. But you can get like a £20, £30 heater or a fan, just cool down your room, heat up your room, and you're bliss. So some other things you do need is an extension cable. Is a must. You obviously, if you've gone to your room and you've checked it out, you've seen how many plugs are in there. You're going to be plugging in your laptop, your TV, your this. An extension lead will help you sort it out, because obviously you don't only have to plug out one thing to plug in another thing. Carry about 3, 4, just in case. Again, you never know. It's better to be safe than sorry. Laundry basket. Carry something to carry your laundry in. I made the mistake of using bags. I didn't have a laundry basket. Then I got a laundry basket because it made sense. It's kind of just make it easier to go do your laundry, where to put your dirty clothes, etc., etc. A fur blanket. Listen, you're trying to be comfortable. You're trying to have a nice, relaxed time at university. A fur blanket will warm you up when you get under there. All snug. It's just very soft, and yeah, get a fur blanket. Febreze. You don't know who's going into your room. Sometimes you don't have time to clean your room. A bit of Febreze, your room smelling nice, and then once the visitor is gone, you could clean up your room. Network cable. So this is called an Ethernet cable. What this is for is to make your internet faster. So again, depending on your university, they should have an Ethernet cable. And what this will do is basically, your internet speed is already pretty fast. Well, this will times it by 10, 100, however much, and it will just make your internet much faster. And yeah, very suggest it a lot. Pens, pencils, rulers, you know, the typical notebooks, anything you need to kind of take notes, take to university, just the general stuff. Pens, pencils, markers, whiteboard pens, blackboard pens, you name it, just get it. Just sticky notes, blue tack, you know, just stuff you would use in school anyway. So now we're going into the bathroom. First of all, a bath mat. So you're gonna make well, it's gonna get wet in there. It's a no-brainer. I mean, you're having a shower, you're using the sink. It's gonna get wet. So even if it's not you, it might just be a little splash off. So a bath mat, which is obviously when you're getting out, just more comfortable stepping on the floor. Hand towel, obviously after you've washed your hands, after you've gone to the bathroom, just wash your hands, and then you can obviously clean up after yourself. A basket for shower stuff. So you can use a laundry basket, but a separate basket is just for like it's more of just the stuff you like in your bathroom. So it's like for your toothbrush, for your bleach, for anything that's kind of you just want to hold somewhere. Kind of the little basket. Wash bag. I mean, you can put all the stuff I said in a wash bag. Toilet roll. Carry some toilet roll. I know we're in short supply right now because of COVID, but carry some toilet roll to university. Toothbrush, toothpaste, just the general stuff. Toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, sour gel, shampoo, nail clippers, deodorant, cologne, hairspray, hairbrush, comb, razor, shaving cream, cleaning products, drying rack. Listen, just all the stuff in your bathroom that you use right now, take it to university. There's no reason you should not be taking all the stuff you use in your bathroom, unless you're using something very like specific. Even if it's very specific to you, that means you need it more. Just take all the stuff you use now, and you'll be fine. So, styling. How many shoes do you need for university? Well, you don't really need much. You're going to be doing one of 5 things maybe. Going to university, going out with your friends, going to a restaurant, going out like with like nightclubs, and maybe just general walking around every day. You don't need 20 pairs of shoes, unless you like to wear 20 pairs of shoes. Well, if you like to wear 20 pairs of shoes, then carry 20 pairs of shoes. But what you have to remember with this list that I'm making is your room is limited. You can't technically put it anywhere else. It doesn't unless you put it in your flatmates or put it in the kitchen, but you want it in your room. So yeah, so try to minimize how much you take. Don't take too much. Suit and tie. You might have a job interview, you might want to look nice for something, you just might want to look nice. Carry something, a smart way I should have said, to kind of just look the part depending on where you're going. Hoodie, coat / umbrella. Carry something to cover your head. It's going to rain. It's a no-brainer. It's going to rain. Just carry something that when you go out in the rain you won't get wet. Bags. How many bags do you need? Again, depends on who you are. I had about 5. One a little bag, a bigger littler bag, and then the bag just basically just gets bigger, depending on where I was going. If I'm going shopping, if I'm just going out, like I had a little side bag that goes across there. If I want just a little bag to carry my notebook, I had a little one. So it kind of just is who you are, I guess. It depends. Gloves, you might get cold, you might just want to wear gloves, carry some gloves. Now we're getting on to the kitchen. So don't waste money if you're not going to cook. That's what I did. In my first year, I didn't cook. Yeah, I pretty much just done frozens. I cooked one thing, which was mince, which you don't really cook. It's more of just you put it on there, shake it up a bit, and it's done. Quick and easy. But yeah, I didn't cook in my first year. I bought too much kitchen stuff. Majority of it I didn't even use. Ended up my friends coming down and they used it more than I did, and they were down for a weekend. And then I ended up carrying most of the stuff back home, so it was pretty much a waste of money. But if you know how to cook and you know what you want, then take what you know you need. If you don't know how to cook, take the minimal things like just the minimal. I can't even think of the minimal things. That's how you know I didn't cook. Just stuff that you think you might need to cook with, but don't go overboard. Like I bought a chopping board, I bought some next thing apparently to make scrambled egg. I bought everything. I was trying to be like, you know what, I'll be prepared for any situation. None of the situations came because I didn't try and cook. So yeah. So in the list I have large dishes, small dishes, cereal, pasta bowls. Obviously you gotta have plates, cups, and forks, knives, and the etceteras. Cutlery, chopsticks, whatever you fancy. Cups, mugs, oven mitts. You might need to take something out of the oven. Tea towels, got to get a cup of tea. Large oven tray, medium oven tray. If you're doing frozens like me, then you need the trays. The muffin tin, the kettle. You might not need a kettle, depending on, again, if you drink a lot of tea, carry a kettle. If you don't really drink or need hot water, don't carry a kettle. Tin foil, frozens, you're going to need a lot of tin foil. Cling film, Tupperware, utensils, spatulas, tongs, kitchen scissors, kitchen knives, potato masher. Yeah, all that. I don't know about all that one. I mean, if you're cooking and you know what you're doing, carry it. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't need it. Hand soap, disinfectant wipes, large saucepan, medium frying pan, and cleaning up products. So that's just basically like, you know, not bleach. There's the green thing. Yeah, I put a picture here. The green thing to kind of show you what you need. So like for cleaning, obviously you got to clean up after yourself, wash your dishes, wash your plates, make sure everything's clean. Or you never know, you might have a dishwasher, but even then, just wash it before and then put it in the dishwasher. But yeah, so just everything you have in your kitchen now that you actually use, not just little things like the special cup you got 5 years ago that you don't want to ruin, because trust me, it will get ruined because you don't know who's in the house, who's in the room, and who's touching your stuff. Even though you might know your flatmates, you never know. But yeah, things to study. A new diary. Carry a diary. It will help you. You'll be surprised how much you use it. It's kind of like just something to write in when you're bored, write some notes in, you know, the little things. A laptop or an iPad. So there's going to be a video on both of these things about which one would be best for you and why. So depending on what you study and depending on what you do will depend on which one you choose. External hard drive. So my external hard drive is right here. Again, there'll be another video on this too. I haven't really used it. I do computing because we actually get cloud storage. I think it's 1 terabyte on OneDrive. Do not rely on it. I've lost work about 5 or 6 times on it because the syncing goes out of haywire. But a backup hard drive is always a must, just in case you want to just keep your work nice and close and on you. Social, a console. You need something to socialize with. I know I've bonded with some people over games and consoles. Some universities, again, they do have some consoles. Like Dorchester has a PS4 with flat screen TV in the common room. Something I've sat down and played with some people. I think that's one of the first things we did as a flat, because I didn't carry my Xbox straight away. We went and we played FIFA. I think it was FIFA. A console would just help you with just trying to like, yo, do you want to come in, play some Xbox or play some PS4 and just play a bit of FIFA, you know, just kind of just talk to each other and generalize. TV/monitor, depending on who you are and depending on how big you want, carry something just to kind of relax, because obviously you want to do your work, but you also want to have your social life where you just kind of sit down, maybe watch some TV. Be careful because TV license, But yeah, so yeah, board games, that's more for like just being around friends. If you just don't want to play consoles or games, play a board game like Scrabble or whatever. Power charger, so power bank. University, you'll be traveling probably a lot and you'll forget to charge your stuff, but if you're not a forgetful person, then you'll be fine. But power bank just will help you kind of keep your phone alive, make sure everything's presto. Speaker, don't carry a massive one, carry a decent one. You've got flatmates, you don't know if they like what you like, the kind of music, so you can kind of have a speaker for more like events, or kind of just in your room to put the music up a bit loud but not too loud. Rechargeable batteries, so that's more for depending on what you use it for. So rechargeable batteries actually I would say are better than normal batteries, because you'll just keep throwing away normal batteries. At least rechargeable, you can keep recharging it. And yeah, now we're going to get into health. Carry anything you need, such as an inhaler, asthma pump, anything, and multivitamins, painkillers, condoms. Yes, this is something again I found funny at the start, but you're going to need something. You got to stay safe. Listen, there's a lot of things out there that you don't know about. You just got to stay safe. I mean, I didn't carry any and I didn't need any because that's not my it's not what I came to uni to do. But I don't judge anyone else that comes to uni to do what they want to do. If you it's your life, be independent. So personally I didn't need it, but if you come to university with intentions, protect yourself. Yes, it's a surprise, you need to protect yourself, but I'm pretty sure you can pretty much get them free, or you can pick up, or you can buy them cheap. First aid kit, just in case. That's a just in case. You might not. I've got a first aid kit because I done Duke of Edinburgh, never used it, hasn't even opened the box. Flashlight, you never know, you might have a blackout or something might go wrong with the lights. Light will just keep you protected, like when you can't see in the night. And paracetamol. You will get stressed. It's university. I don't know anyone who hasn't been stressed. I don't know anyone who hasn't been stressed at least once in university. Not stressed out to the point where they're pulling out their hair, but just getting a bit hard and getting a bit agitated. Okay, now that is the list of the basics. I'm going to get on you do not need these. Everything in your room. You do not need to bring everything. It's yes, you use everything in your room probably, but you do not need it all at university. You only need the essentials. A printer, depending on your course, you might not even print anything. I know someone who does psychology and they needed a printer. I do computing, I haven't printed off a thing. Or if I have printed it, I go to the university's printers and I just use them. You're spending about £100 for something you may never use. A USB. So although I did say about the hard drive and using it, a USB I've lost because they're small and you forget, but you don't really need one, but they help. So if you have the money to buy a hard drive, back up all your files on a hard drive. But if you don't, if you're thinking, oh, I need it, it's not really a must. As I said, you get OneDrive where it'll give you the cloud. Mini fridge. So I did carry a mini fridge to university. Do I suggest it? Didn't really make a difference, to be honest. It kind of just gave me my own space. I put everything in that mini fridge. It was just more of my own fridge instead of using the two fridges that were in the house. An iron, check your accommodation. You may already get an iron. You can carry an iron if you want, but again, you need to think about your space and where you're putting these things. A toaster, again, just like the iron, you may get one already. You need to check, and you may not even need one depending on how much toasting you're doing. And again, space, because obviously unless you hire out a car, you're going to be using your parents' cars. So if your parents' cars aren't that big, I don't know how you're taking all this stuff to university. Kitchen stuff, that was what I was going on about earlier, just the little things, just like things you just don't need. There's certain things you just carry and you don't need. And a bicycle, you need to check your accommodation if you can even check in your bicycle to kind of put it in the bike rack. Not all accommodations have a bike rack. So to give a kind of a summary of what this video is about, I kind of just wrote down, gave you a whole list of what you need to take to university and why you need to take it to university and how convenient is it taking it to university. What I do suggest is doing some research of yourself to find out what your accommodation gives you already, what you don't really need, and kind of mentally prepare yourself for this next step in your life. That's all from me. It's been Calvin. You can follow me on Instagram at Calvin J. McKenzie. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm plugged in.